Hey, you guys got some Go? I'm trying to transfer some OMI tokens over. You guys know where I could get some Go around here? Okay, so a bit of good news. It looks like towards the end of this month, we're going to be in the final phase of the ecosystem migration to Immutable X, which means that the OMI tokens will finally be on the Ethereum blockchain. So in order to swap the OMI from GoChain OMI to the Ethereum OMI, there's going to be a couple of options. And now one of them I covered in another video. We went through all of it. However, what I want to cover today is if you have your OMI in Trust Wallet, because for those people that watched my video back in the day or some of the other ones, you bought OMI tokens on Bitforex or one of the other 4 exchanges. And so in order to go ahead and automatically have your OMI token swap to the Ethereum OMI, you need to put it back onto one of those exchanges. So if you have Trust Wallet, it's not just going to go and automatically transfer on Trust Wallet. You have to send it to one of these exchanges before a certain date, which will be notified of a little bit later on. And so what I'm going to do at the end of this video, even though it's a pain in the neck, because I got to record from my laptop, then I got to record from my phone, then I got to black out sensitive information, but I'm going to put in a few hours and I'm going to show you again if you have to refresh your mind, because I know a lot of you, it's been a while and we just invested in this project in the beginning and we've been sitting on it. And so I'll show you how to go back into Bitforex, grab that deposit address, put it into your Trust Wallet when you send the OMI. But please bear in mind, follow along with the video, but I'm in no way responsible if something goes wrong. This is just my own personal journey. I'm not a crypto advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. But please do watch this video carefully, learn from this video, and then see what's best for you, because there are going to be a couple of options. As ECOMI already stated, they're going to have a swap site available. Something important about the swap site that they're going to have is that it will be available indefinitely. And this is very important to point out, because I know that as soon as they open it up to everyone to go and transfer their GoChain OMI to Ethereum OMI, it's going to get really clogged up. It'll probably be busy. There might be even some effect on gas fees. And so remember, you can do this at any time. So if you're watching this video and it is, a year from now and you're just coming out of this COVID chimney that you built or this underground bunker from the pandemic and you're just coming out and you're like, what's going on with OMI? You can still use the swap site. According to the ECOMI team, it's going to be available indefinitely. Now, another thing I want to point out, because I got this question a couple of times in the comment section of my videos, is what do you do if you have WOMI? I believe the W stands for wrapped OMI, and it was created originally for Uniswap purposes. And the only way that you can get WOMI to become Ethereum OMI, according to the ECOMI team, is to use the swap site. So that is the only way. And this is one of the reasons to use the swap site. Another reason to use the swap site is because of security. A lot of people are very security conscious and they don't want to go ahead and put all their OMI back onto one of these 4 exchanges that it's been available on. Because remember, these exchanges, this isn't Coinbase or Gemini. This is still very, very small exchanges. Although it's rare these days, exchanges do get hacked. And I believe there's a higher probability of an exchange getting hacked versus something like Trust Wallet. So some people, they're going to say, nah, you know what? I'm going to hold my OMI where it is. And when the swap site is available, I'm going to go and I'm going to send my OMI to that swap site. I'll follow all the rules, all the guidelines they have in place, and I'll pay the fee. Now, something to mention is that the fee is not going to be small. So according to the team, if it was done like today, for the Go tokens, that's very, very cheap. But the Ethereum gas fees, it's going to be about $100 to process the OMI exchange through the swap site at today's prices. And so it's something to keep in mind. If you only have like $500, $600 in OMI, again, I'm not a crypto advisor, but I would think just send all that to an exchange. Anything really under like 4 or 5 grand, send it to an exchange. If you have something over 10 grand, then you might think, you know what, 100, it's not that big of a deal. I don't want the headache of sending it somewhere, putting in the wrong deposit address or having some funny happen or open it up to hacks while it's getting transferred. So you can go ahead and wait. Remember, do not panic if you delay, if you're doing this 6 months from now, 8 months from now, according to the ECOMI team, this swap site will be available indefinitely. And the final thing I want to say before I jump into giving you a play-by-play on how to transfer back to Bitforex from Trust Wallet is please be wary of scams. There's going to be a lot of scams in the next month or so because people are going to be writing people and saying, hey, I'll do the transfer for you. Here's the deposit address. Send it here. I'll transfer it for you. And then all they're going to do is they're just going to steal your OMI or they're going to gain access to your account. Be very, very careful of scams. Only see what is on the official Twitter of ECOMI and only read through the Medium articles and only use their official swap site. What I'm going to do in the description of this video is I'm going to put their latest ECOMI Medium article. They did a great job there. And so kudos to the ECOMI team on this Ethereum migration that's going very smoothly so far. Immutable X, shout out to them. Check them out. IMX, they are on Coinbase. And apparently that team's doing a good job too because so far everything's smooth. So far everything is running according to plan. And so hopefully prosperous and good times ahead in 2022. And so without further ado, let's jump into the play-by-play of how to transfer your OMI back to Bitforex from Trust Wallet so that you can wait for the swap from GoChain OMI to Ethereum OMI can take place, hopefully flawlessly. Okay, so in order to transfer from Trust Wallet to Bitforex, you will need to log into your Bitforex account. Remember, you can access it by going to bitforex.com, and that should take you to the login page. Once logged in, you will see something like this. Over here, you need to navigate to Assets. Click on Assets. And once you do so, you will see a page that looks like this. And over here on the left-hand side, you will see under My Assets, Deposit. You click on Deposit. And from here, you will select a token. In this case, we will select OMI. OMI, and then click on OMI. And over here, you're going to see that there is a deposit address. So over here is my OMI deposit address. Now, what you want to do is copy this. Personally, what I do is I send it to myself via email or Facebook Messenger, and then I go back on that on my phone so that I could copy that code exactly in its entirety and input it into where I'm sending my funds from Trust Wallet. Now, the one thing I like to do always is even if I copy and paste, I like to go and see that this code is the same thing I pasted in. Because remember, if it isn't, your crypto can get lost forever. This is not like a bank. You can't call and complain. You have to be very, very careful. At the very least, make sure that the first digit or letter matches and the last digit or letter matches, because you don't know what you have stored in your copy and paste, and you don't know if something's malfunctioning or maybe you copy and pasted it twice. So always make sure that this code is correct on both Bitforex and Trust Wallet when you go to send it. Alright guys, so once you're logged into Trust Wallet, you're going to see all of your assets right here in tokens and NFTs. And so what you want to do is you want to check how much OMI you have, and you want to make sure you have a few GoChain so that you can go ahead and send your OMI tokens to one of the 4 exchanges. Now remember, you can't do it without GoChain tokens, and so make sure that you have some Go. If you want, go and take a look at the Reddits that have to do with ECOMI, and take a look maybe at the Facebook pages if you're part of the Discord. Sometimes they just give it away there. Someone gave me these 2 Go, and so I'm ready to go. So what do I do over here? I'm gonna take that address that I copied off of the Bitforex that I showed just a second ago, and when I click send, I'm gonna choose ECOMI, and I'm gonna send 737,000 OMI. So I'm gonna click OMI, and then for the recipient address, this is where I click here and I paste. So I'm gonna paste it there, and then the amount of OMI, I am going to specify 737,000. So roughly $5,000 in USD. And so with that, I'm gonna click done. And then I'm gonna double, triple check that everything's correct. After that, I'm gonna hit continue. Okay, and then once I hit continue, you're gonna see here that it's gonna show you an overview of exactly what we're doing. And so if everything looks kosher here, we're simply gonna hit confirm. And so if everything goes according to plan, in just a few seconds, you will see that reflected in the amount of OMI you have, because it's gonna go ahead and send that to that address. And if you're curious, it doesn't take long at all. Like for me, I just did this a couple of minutes ago, and when I log back into Bitforex, you could see right here that my assets increased to over $5,470. And if you look over here, this is the amount of OMI I have. And now you could see it's 837,709 OMI. And this is all ready to go when there will be automatic transfers on the exchange. And honestly, the only reason I didn't transfer all of my OMI tokens from Trust Wallet is because I want to go ahead and show you guys how to use the swap site later on. But for now, I just wanted to transfer it here because I know a lot of you are looking to transfer from Trust Wallet back into one of the 4 exchanges. And if you're not someone that's well versed in crypto, or you invested in this project a really long time ago and you've been sitting on it, you might need a refresher, or you want to follow along so that you feel nice and secure in the way you're doing it. If you watched this video and you spotted anything that I said that was incorrect, please do point it out. We're all here trying to learn together. Remember, none of this is crypto advice, financial advice. This is for educational purposes only, and this is my own crypto investment journey. So if you want to follow along, please give the video a like, a comment, subscribe to the video. It's good and fun times ahead in 2022. Big things to come, big profits to be made.